Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quivs here. Quivs does stuff. I've already done this video once, but I'm going to have to do it again because people don't believe it if they don't see your voice recognition working. So the whole point is to add evidence to the concept that the ghost can't hear you while it's hunting in Phasmophobia. So what I'm going to do is prove that my voice recognition works using the basic test because, well, I don't know, I don't see any reason doing anything else. Maybe I could go and do the voice box as well, but I mean, if we don't get a voice box ghost, I'm not going to do too many of these, and I don't want to do hunt after hunt after hunt. Then I'm just going to get Tanglewood, so I'll drop in and out until I get Tanglewood because it's the easiest map to do this on, or at least it's the easiest map that I know of to do this on because I don't know all the maps very well. But Tanglewood has the hallway cupboard. So it's got a cupboard right in the hallway that's nice and central. You can walk into the house, go into the cupboard, and it's not... the ghost can always randomly walk into a room. Look, let's do this and I'll talk because I'm going to have to talk for a while to prove that I'm going to have to wait for my sanity to drop. Give us a sign. See? So my mic works fine. It heard me, the voice recognition is set up properly, etc, etc. I'm not alt-tabbing or anything out. I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching OBS or using any hotkeys. I'm just going into the game, create private, and we'll do this until we can find Tanglewood. I mean, there's probably other maps I could do this on, but again, I haven't played this heaps. I don't know the maps yet. Tanglewood is my favourite map because it's small and tiny and I'm scared.
Welcome back. It looks like there are others out there in need of help.
No, it's just for the for this. Actually, I think there might be one in Edgefield, but I don't know where it is, and there's multiple floors and stuff. We do need to get Tanglewood. Tanglewood. There we go. Intermediate. Good. So the hunt will last a little bit longer as well, which is good. I'm not going to take anything with me because I don't need anything, so we're already up and we'll start it. And we'll go straight in. So I'm just going to take in a flashlight. Should I take... Let's take the spirit box anyway. You never know. Might make a difference, might not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to go and hide in the cupboard in the hallway. And I'm going to talk to the ghost whose name is... Smudge sticks, ghost event. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. James Johnson. James Johnson. And we are just going to go and stand in the cupboard and talk to James Johnson while our sanity drops. I'm going to explain a little bit more about the mechanics because I think I will get rid of the old video and replace it with this new video. But yeah, so I'm just going to stand in here. Now, the idea is... let's turn this on. Can you hear me? Give us a sign. Well, that's a sign, but nothing detected, so it didn't speak. But it is right here, which is pretty cool, because it probably wouldn't have done that otherwise. I'm going to turn this off because it's annoying. But again, I've proven that the spirit box can hear me. Yeah, so the main idea here is that the ghost can walk through these cupboard doors. It can walk through all doors as if they weren't there. It can't see through doors, we know that. Well, we can reasonably assume that. People have tried to test it, and again, it's another one of those things that's actually debated, but let's take it for granted that the ghost can't actually see through doors. What it can do is it can hear you. Now, we know the ghost can hear me, so... James Johnson, I can tick him off by saying his name. I can tick him off by saying Bloody Mary. I can increase, well, all these things are trigger words. All they do is actually increase the ghost's activity level, which makes it do stuff. Alright, but it's going to keep opening the door. That's cheating. You're cheating, James. If it keeps doing that, it's eventually actually going to spot me because it's going to open the door and find me and hunt with the door open, which is going to be able to allow it to draw a line to me and see me. So that's cheating. Anyway, So we know that ghosts can pass through doors, including these doors. Basically, I've seen people walk into the cupboard and have one door open and one door closed, and the ghost will walk around this corner through the open door, clip through the open door and walk in. Now the other thing is you have to make sure that you don't have any part of your body sticking out, because if you do, then the ghost will see that part of your character model and will then be able to draw a ray cast, which is just a line of sight from itself to you, and then can follow that and know that you're in the cupboard. So assuming that we know that ghosts can walk through doors, if it could hear me in this cupboard, it should be able to simply walk into this cupboard and kill me if it knows that I'm in this cupboard. But it shouldn't know that it's in this cupboard, because looking through, okay, I haven't looked through the code myself, but I've looked through the summary of the code that others have made, and having done that, there's nothing in there about positional audio for the ghost AI. So the ghost AI doesn't know about the position of the source of an audio, it only knows about the content of the audio regarding voice recognition, so its trigger phases, like its name, James Johnson. James, give us a sign, James. Anyway, so when the ghost hunts, these triggers aren't present. It's not part of the hunting AI. Also during a hunt, the ghost can't interact with objects anymore, so it will interact right up to the very second that the hunt begins. It can still be interacting, and that interaction, if it's for example throwing something, the object can, or opening a door, the door can still physically be moving once the hunt has started. I came close with that before, where there was an interaction right at the very beginning of the hunt and one of these doors tried to open in the previous video. Thanks, James, I really needed that right now. Let's see what else is there. That's coming for the ghost to actually be able to interact with things, which means it will then be able to walk around, and if it walks past a cupboard, it might open the cupboard door just to see. Not just to see, but because it will interact with things as it's hunting. So D. Niter on the roadmap says he wants that to be a thing. He also wants the ghost to make noises, so communicate with the player, so say things while it's hunting, and we'll see how that works out. Now, I have to admit I'm still scared. I've only died once in this game, and that was in the previous video where I was testing to see if the ghost would be able to hear me while hunting if I stand in this cupboard. And it didn't, or at least as far as I'm concerned it didn't. But I didn't prove that my voice recognition was working, so this time I've done that. I believe I've done that. In fact, how old are you? Good enough for me. It still shows that the ghost can hear me even if it's not responding. It might not be a spirit box ghost. I won't know what it is until after we finish the mission. I will probably just allow myself to die after a few hunts. Like last time, I will get it to hunt again and then just walk out of the cupboard and go, hey, here I am. I could try and loop it. I haven't actually ever tried to loop a ghost before. It's not something I'm used to doing. Maybe I'll do that. So the idea here is we'll get our sanity down low enough for the ghost to hunt. The ghost will... I mean, it sounds like it's pretty close. It's got to be in this corridor. Would not surprise me at all if its favorite room is this corridor right here in the hallway, in the front, inside the front door. There's a lot of activity going on. It's opening and closing. It's making noises in my ear constantly. So hopefully it'll walk up and down this corridor right in front of me on Wonder. And hopefully its Wonder doesn't take it into this cupboard. But I don't think Wonder ever does that. But it will take it randomly... Oh, you're cheating now, James. Stop it. It will take it randomly into... Ooh, freezing breath. It will... Is it in the cupboard? Can the ghost spawn in the cupboard? I hope not, because that'll defeat the purpose of this video and I'll have to start again. Anyway. The ghost can randomly wander into a room, so just hiding in one of the rooms off the corridor, for example, wouldn't be a fair test, or not an accurate test, because you could get a false positive of the ghost accidentally wandering randomly into the room that you're hiding in, and it will seem like the ghost found you because of the noises you are making. So the idea here is to make a lot of noise, and over the course of hopefully several hunts, show that the ghost never once stuck its head into the cupboard. Because, to the best of my knowledge, wandering into and out of the cupboard is not part of the ghost's normal, idle, wandering behaviour during a hunt. Okay, so here's hunt 1. James Jameson. James Jameson. James Jameson. Where are you, James? I can't hear you, James. Ah, there you are, James. Now I can hear you. And he's definitely walking around here somewhere. James Jameson, where are you? James, I'm in the cupboard, James. Can you hear me in the cupboard, James? James. James, can you hear me? James, where are you? James. Give us a sign, James. How old are you, James? Are you angry, James? James. Okay, so I don't know what more people need. James was walking around in front of me. I'm in the cupboard. I've got my torch on. I have the spirit box out. Okay, yes, he didn't respond, but clearly he's not a spirit box ghost. He is a freezing temperatures ghost. So that's interesting. But yeah, I intend to actually die on this one, so there will be no reward. The other thing I did discover, because on the last one I also managed to get a ghost photo before I allowed myself to die. Now, they have elucidated the point system for how photos worked, and I did have a full 100 points. So I'm talking again, I'm just going to keep talking, I'm not going to say James Jameson too many times. James Johnson? John Jameson? I can't remember exactly what his name, but hey James, I'm in the cupboard. Anyway, so yeah, with the photos, I managed to get a photo of the ghost, and that's supposed to be worth 100 points, which is into the second tier of photos, and is supposed to be worth at least, I think, $15 or something. So apparently in solo, if you take a photo and you die, you don't get any money. I assumed that in multiplayer, if the dead person took the photo but somebody survived, you all still get the money? I don't know. I don't actually know how it works. I haven't died enough. And as many streams as I've watched, I've mostly been watching people who are very professional about this and don't die much. I recommend Insym, INSYM. His YouTube channel has some guides on it, especially the photo guide. It might be interesting for people to actually know that. But yeah, I am 2 hunts in. So far I've been talking continuously. I hope that I've proven that the ghost can hear me. And the ghost has walked around up and down in front of me while hunting more than once. And I have not stopped talking. And the ghost still hasn't found me. So you heard it. Oh no, that was the front door locking. But yeah, so you can hear it walking around. How old are you? Nope, not interested in telling me anything on the spirit box. But yeah, I'm still talking it. John Jameson, James Johnson, Dingleheimer Smith. I don't actually know how that thing goes except for the Dingleheimer Smith bit. But yeah, as far as we know, the ghost can neither see the torchlight. There doesn't appear to be anything for it to recognize the cone of the torch beam. And while it can react to audio, the location of the audio doesn't seem to make any difference. In fact, screw it. I don't need to die. I reckon we've shown that the ghost doesn't know where you are during hunting by the sound of your voice alone. If you believe otherwise, do some tests of your own. That looks like a really nice EMF level 5 spike there. Perfect 4 increase, perfect 4 decrease. I also know there's freezing temperatures. I've also witnessed a ghost event. Let's have a guess, shall we? Freezing temperatures. EMF level 5. It's a phantom or a banshee. Do either of those require a spirit box? Banshee would be fingerprints, and phantom would be ghost orbs. No, so we'll have to actually guess. What do you reckon? Phantom or banshee? I'm I'm going to go with Banshee. Let's see if we get it right. That'll be a nice end to the video, just a free one. Okay, so my sanity didn't drop to 0, but it dropped pretty far. I mean, the ghost was hunting. It wasn't chain hunting. It was kind of chain hunting. It was hunting as fast as it could, really, or fast enough for the purposes of the video. But yeah, I mean, that's... I'll wait till the van's done before I keep talking, because I know it can be really loud. Doop-doobity-boo. As far as I'm concerned, that is pretty much proof was a Banshee. Did I pick that right? I did. Oh, cool. Got 50 bucks out of that. Not bad. Almost at level 21. I think I was 19 when I started. I don't really remember. Yeah. So, I don't know. If you need more, leave a comment. Maybe I can test more stuff. There are other people that are better suited to testing this. It's not great for me because I'm a big scaredy cat and there's only so much I'm willing to actually do. That's why I chose Tanglewood, because I know the map and I know that that cupboard is relatively safe. I really should get over it. It's a game, but it scares the hell out of me, alright? So yeah, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you would like to find more of my content, hit that subscribe button. Makes it nice and easy to find the channel. You can see all my videos, etc, etc. If you'd like to know when I go live, which I occasionally do, or when I upload a new video, which I occasionally do, hit that bell icon. That'll give you a nice notification. And if you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. That's what it's for. But if you didn't like this video, I would appreciate if you could leave me a comment. Let me know what it was about the video you didn't like so that I can improve in the future. And I hope that goes to show that the ghost doesn't know where you are by the sounds you make during hunting. In fact, I would go as far as to say the ghost doesn't know where you are by the sounds you make. You can tick it off, but you can't give away your position. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you in the next one.